Hey there everybody, Thet here and welcome to Thet Plays Halcyon 6 Starbase Commander. Now you might have seen this game before on my channel a little while ago. You had a little, for some reason it was a pretty fun series, but for some reason it had a little like ugly guy down the bottom left corner and it was terrible. That ruined the entire series if you ask me. But right now it looks like there's a little guy with two eyes and a beard doing some kind of Mario jump or rocket fist jump, and that's pretty cool. But anyway, this is a game that was kickstarted quite a while ago, and I played it while it was still in early access, and now the full game is out. And I kind of want to see how it's changed since then, and I decided, you know what? Oxygen not included, just saw a little bit of a downfall. Why not check out some Halcyon 6 and see how much it's changed or how it's been since then? So let's go ahead and start it up and see how it's looking. Oh, this is already a brand new screen, and it looks pretty awesome. So our scenarios are the main campaign or skip the prologue. I guess that makes sense for experienced players. Yeah. I mean, we'll just do the classic one for now and see the main campaign again, because why not? Difficulty levels, okay, Cadet, you're new to space strategy games, resources abundant, and the expansion is much less aggressive. Enemies have much less health and do much less damage, all the way to Grand Admiral, you know no fear. Resources are scarce, and the Churl expansion is unrelenting. Enemies have tremendous health and do massive damage. You know what, we'll go with, we'll do with the classic difficulty setting for now. Iron Man, ooh. So you can't reroll officers, and of course, Iron Man means no saving. You just have the single save that is deleted when you fail. That's pretty cool. I like that. I like the idea. You know, I am going to skip the prologue. If you want to see the prologue, you can check out the first episode I did on this if you'd like, or you can play the game for yourself. Hey, a link to the game will be in the description below. And eventually, I'll learn how to talk while we start the game. You have a list of keyboard controls in the options menu. Nice little loading screen here. How you do? Oh, you can click on any changes. Okay, sorry, got a little excited. Let's choose our first officer here. We, of course, have the choice of Lucas Belmont, Corbin Lau, and Isolde Freehold, the same three that we always have. Not that that's a bad thing. I remember, Lucas, you were my boy. I remember, Isolde, you were my girl. Now, Corbin, we haven't tried you yet, so I'm going to try you. You're a tactical guy. Tactical usually means a little bit harder hitting. In general, a lot of sneaky attacks in tactical. Engineering is usually very supportive, whereas science is usually very, I want to say, status effect based. There's a lot of healing in both engineering and science, but not so much in tactical. Anyway, let's take Corbin Lau and see how we're doing. Tactical officers are the most daring and quick-thinking officers in the Federation. Their power repertoire consists of sneak attacks, immobilization attacks, and combo attacks, while their buff powers are often add aim and damage boost to friendly units. In space combat, tactical officers are able to command tactical ships, which are the hardest hitting of the three ship class types. Between the three. Yeah, we're taking Corbin Lau. He's going to be our second in command. Commander, with all of the recent events, the crew felt it necessary to create a short briefing for you. Here it is. Upgrade the Starbase and fleet, recover Federation facilities, investigate the space pirates. Okay, so it kind of gives you a direction as opposed to the game before, which kind of threw you out there with less direction, but the way the turns progressed, it was kind of telling you where you would go from then on, but that's okay. Building new room modules will first require carving out habitable space in the Starbase by assigning officers to explore its ruined modules. Let's back up a little bit here and let me, you know, I know how to do these. Recover the facilities is just going around to those places, yeah. And then investigate the space pirates who are down here. Okay, I'm not going to read that. I'm going to start the game. Before you start, you should directly promote a new officer from the ranks. I prepared a list of suitable officers, so we get a second officer right off the bat. Between Macario Castro, Beverly Cruncher, name, and Yasmin Fleming. You have limited rerolls now. That's interesting. You almost always get a choice between one tactical, one science, and one engineering. And in general, I found it to be best practice to have one of each group as part of your fleet and your team. With that in mind, let's take a look at the abilities between Beverly Cruncher and Yasmin Fleming to see if we want to take either one of them with us. Beverly can bend space-time. Sounds pretty great. I love how you get more information up front here when you hover over it now, so we know that it has no warm-up, has no recovery time, and it cools down in 6 turns. So yeah, and it quickens you, so it gives your team or your ally faster movement in battle. The ablative field in space combat gives them a shield, a kind of a defensive structure, and the warp atomic structure is an attack on the enemy that does some damage, and it inflicts crew panic, and if they have a hull breach, it will exploit that for extra damage. Very, very nice. Ground combat has the Iridate, a basic attack that can also afflict the enemies. Organ failure, which sounds like a great ability. Exploits shocked. Does a little bit of damage, but hurts all the enemies. This must be a psychic attack. Emergency meds, heals, of course. And mass paranoia, which does a little bit of damage to all enemies, but also has a good chance to confuse them, which is actually very nice. And then finally, Yasmin Fleming has the broadside salvo in space combat, which is a great attack on a single enemy that does make herself vulnerable, but does inflict decent damage and can breach their hulls, which is like a bleed in space. Reinforced hull. We'll reinforce her hull. It's defensive buff, what can I say? Salvage harpoon will latch onto the enemy and pull them towards you. Not really, but I wish it kind of did that. That'd be kind of cool. What it does do is it can breach their hull, make them vulnerable, and does decent damage, and does damage over time. Salvage harpoon can be pretty awesome when you have other team members who can exploit it. And on the ground, she can electrocute enemies. Let's see, smoke them out for little damage, but it also exploits afflicted. And has a chance to afflict herself. That's interesting. Can throw a nano shield down on everyone, and ball lightning, which hurts everyone and inflicts shock. Beverly and Yasmin both sound pretty awesome. I think I'm going to go with... Oh man, they both sound good. But Yasmin, I think, has more good abilities. I like Salvage Harpoon, I like the idea of Smoke Out, and I like Ball Lightning. So I'm going to go with Yasmin Fleming. Yeah... We'll do that. Ready to work, Commander? Just point me in the right direction. Welcome to our team. And now the game can begin. So, what is Halcyon 6? Well, Halcyon 6 is this base right here. In fact, we're going to go ahead and zoom in on it. Yeah, it's beautiful. And by beautiful, I mean there's not much to it right now. There's the bridge where we are, presumably. Or Fleet Command. We're in one of these two. Ship construction, officers' quarters, and research archives. We also have a hangar, and everything else actually still has to be explored. This game is turn-based, so we have time to actually deal with everything and look at everything before we move on. Our resources, drones is actually a new resource. That's cool. I have no idea what that does because it's brand new. And I said the game was turn-based. It's not necessarily true. It is real-time with pause, but the battles are turn-based. The crew, we have 295. Those are usually used for piloting your ships. Materials are used to build things, and dark matter is mostly used for research, but also a couple other things. Materials is also used for research. Fuel is for, moving around. Crew morale is new as well. Bonuses and penalties are applied as your morale changes. Slowly decreases over time. Oh, so recruitment, aim, damage, crit, chance, resistance. Wow. Dark matter cost is affected by morale. That's weird, but also okay. Everything else makes sense, but that's kind of weird. And station health. Oh, if it reaches 0, the station... There's a lose condition now. This was not in the game when I last played it. That's good to know. There's a little area right here that's Starbase approached, a little ring here. Any enemies that go here, we know are close to the Starbase and are about to attack us, usually. Pirates are down here. Nothing to worry about yet. So let's zoom in, and actually let's get some stuff done. Let's do some exploration first. You know what? We have almost a complete ring around here, except for these two areas. Let's complete this ring. Let's have Corbane go ahead and look at one of them. It'll take him 2 days. His tactical ability will help here, but engineering and science also don't hurt. And then we'll have Yasmin explore the other one. All right, they're getting to work. It'll take Yasmin an extra day for some reason. And before we move on, let's look at our missions here. Upgrade the refinery at Ghost Head. Upgrade the Excuse me? You can upgrade these places now? Oh my god, that's new as well. This game has changed so much. So these areas out here where you can travel to, they usually have resources for you, and usually it's limited. Like, gas stars or nebulas will have gas for you that will be turned into fuel. The asteroid fields give you materials. Some of the planets give you... Wow, okay. The planets give you crew, and so on and so forth. I believe pulsars give you dark matter. And they have system traits. So null space here Resistances to ship disable plus 100%. So you can't disable ships here. Huh. What about here? Interfold field. Resistances to sensors down plus 100%. Wow, that is different. Okay, this game has changed a lot, and probably for the better. Let's go ahead and get time going again. We're just going to wait until, yep, exploration team has encountered a Grombulus. While coordinating an exploration expedition, Corbin Lau senses a Grombulus hidden nearby. These disgusting semi-psychic creatures are known to attempt to wrest control of the minds of their prey, and must be rooted out immediately before it attempts a psychic attack on Corbin Lau. We can have him. Corbin Lau, obsessive, resist mind control. That's a unique one to him, so we'll probably do that one, because I believe the unique ones are usually good. Wildly fire in its direction or retreat. Let's see what this does. The Grombulus attempts to tap into the mind of Corbin Lau, but inside it finds such a tangled mess of predilections and obsessions as to be unnavigatable. Corbin Lau executes the beaten and exposed Grombulus with relish. Gains experience, gets a little bit of dark matter. Good job, Corbin. He leveled up. We can now go ahead and level him up. So we are paused now. Let's go ahead and check him out. We will view his profile, which we have not done yet. And a level up basically means we get to power up one of his abilities. We can also look at his traits. So he is obsessive. That's what allowed him to do that. He's also warp-attuned, and he's an optimist. So these are some pretty good traits, I think. All units gain a universal aim buff in combat. Wow. Right now, these are a 0. I believe that means you have to have a commander or someone there to get those abilities. Eventually, Corbin will be able to use the Doom Cannon, which is his own unique special power, which does a lot of damage, but it also takes down his engines and it disables his ship. So a Doom Cannon is really it's something to try to finish off enemies. We can't upgrade any of his ground abilities yet, so we'll just upgrade something over here. How about Fire at Will is usually pretty good. It does make him vulnerable, but it has a good chance of knocking down the enemy's engines. Backstab maneuver is pretty strong, and it can disable ships. Whereas Supercharge makes his weapon stronger. I like the backstab maneuver. Let's upgrade that. Yeah, eventually it will just do more damage, but that's okay. All right, good stuff. Good job, Corbin. Commander, we've cleared out the section that we asked for. Oh, I meant to go to show location. So this place has been dug out. Now we can build something here if we want. We can build a reactor, a materials multiplier, which means that we get more materials from missions, and allows officers to replicate new materials. That's new. We also need to start, well, here in the Starship hangar, we can upgrade ships. We're going to need to do that eventually, but not right now. Right now, we should look at ship construction, because we don't have any ships. So we need a tactical ship for Corbin. We have the choice between the Rogue and the Marksman, which are both okay. Build time 3 days. The Marksman costs more than the Rogue, but requires less crew. The hulls are pretty good. You can see the resistances over here as well. Wow, they all have their own unique resistances now. That is amazing. So, if I remember correctly, the Marksman had better attacks attached to it in the past. So, I'm going to assume that's still the case and put that in the queue, because I like the Marksman. So, let's construct that. That is under construction. And we're going to put behind the queue here the Knight, which is also very powerful. It's an engineering class ship that is going to be for our other captain. So, those are underway. Those will take a few days to build. 6 days for them both to be done. I could have done it at the same time as exploring, but I was just kind of taking things slow. We do have a Rogue already. Okay. So if we have the Rogue, we don't need the Marksman then. Yeah, I guess that's true. We'll just get the Knight done. Yeah, we have a Rogue, and that will be for... No officer powers, huh? That will be for Corbin. We could rename it if we wanted to. We could edit ship powers. Evasive maneuvers, that's new. Adds evasion for a round. Okay, cool. Crippling shot, harass, and teleport explosives. Or we could put other... Oh my god, this is awesome. We could put triple shot on it. So, teleport explosives is pretty good. It inflicts sabotage, which does make them a little bit weaker. It exploits vulnerabilities. I don't know, though. Harass is really good, because it exploits sensors offline. Let's see. I kind of like triple shot more, because it does a lot more damage. But at the same time, yeah, I think that's our best bet. Bullseye is really good as well. It has a great chance to hit, but I'm okay with crippling shot too, because the engine's down is pretty good. Yeah, we'll go with that. That is awesome. Station bridge, anything new to do here? Equipped with a powerful hypercast receiver. Bridge allows for receiving long-range communications as well as two-way communication across reasonable distances. Officer quarters is where we can check out our officers, of course. Right now, they're both a little busy. Research archives is where we can do more research. We already have all the base ships, so we actually need to start going somewhere else. We can get the officer academy to unlock additional officers. We can get the cadet barracks to upgrade our cadets who go out on ground missions with our officers if we don't have enough officers to fill up a crew. Fuel plant will allow us to make fuel. Repair bay is pretty self-explanatory. It allows us to repair more effectively. Gives passive repairs. Let's see. Does it actually repair the station? 2 station health per day when not under bombardment. This might be something we will need soon. The hangar to build tier 2 ships. We're going to eventually, that's a long-term goal. And then a better reactors. I think the repair bay actually sounds really good right now. Let's get that done. And we'll get the officer academy. Research, luckily, is instant. And now down here, well, we don't have enough energy. We need more energy. All of our power is being used. So we're eventually going to need more materials to build a diatherium reactor. That's what it's called. And then we'll get the officer academy going, because we need another Halcyon 6 officer. We should have 3 at a minimum, so we can have a full crew. And that'll be good for now. Yeah, repair bay will be eventual, but not immediate. We're going to go ahead and move on. The other location has been dug out. We got some materials for it, which is all well and good. Are we generating any of these resources? Is there somewhere where I can see that offhand? If there is, I haven't seen it yet. So, missions, of course. Cat's Eye is requesting aid. We have a couple places. Upgrade the refinery here. That is an order. Okay, upgrade regeneration, upgrade the capacity. I think we have to, yeah, we have to actually add an officer here in order to do that. So that's also new and pretty interesting. Yeah, we need to send someone to Cat's Eye because they're in trouble, apparently. So we'll send a fleet to Cat's Eye. Oh, not yet. One more day. That's when the night will be done. And is it done? Is my night done? Night, 1 day. Still 1 day. There we go. Okay, Night class starship is done. Yasmin is going to be in charge of that. The Rogue, I forgot to add Corbane to it. He's in charge of that. Good, we have a team. It's big enough for now. Let's send them here. The Rogue and the Knight. Off they go. Do we have enough fuel to go here? I should have probably... 19, or requires 14 fuel. We have enough. So, auto forward time. Create a new fleet. Oh, we can turn them into an actual fleet for... you know, for keeping that in mind in the future. Let's see the abilities that we can put on the Knight before we actually send them out. Right now they have Deconstruct, which is pretty good, and inflicts hull breach at a very good rate. Shock Mine, which can disable ships, which I always like. And Flak Barrage, which exploits engines down, and I believe our Rogue can actually knock down their engines, so that's a good synergy. Disintegrate Hull can exploit crew panic, but we don't have anyone with that. Repairs would be nice to have as well. And they could also make enemies vulnerable. That's actually really good. So I'm thinking we take out the Shock Mine, because we already have the ability to disable. And we're going to throw in disable countermeasures. And then we're going to replace Deconstruct as well with the repairs. There we go. That, I think, is a more well-balanced... I exited it out of the thing. That's a more well-balanced team, in my opinion. So, launch that fleet. There they go. Here's a Churl ship, if you were wondering what they look like. They guard the portals. The portals are essentially our doom, and as far as we know, they've destroyed Earth. Anyway, Corbin Lau's fleet has made contact with a dark matter extractor at Cat's Eye. Patching you through now. Great to see someone fighting those things, Commander. We caught some of the footage from New Terra. Disgusting, horrifying things. We'll do anything to help you. While we wouldn't mind being extracted to your station, it sounds like dark matter might come in handy for you. Taking that into account, we'll stay here and keep extracting. So yeah, they do have dark matter for us. We can go ahead and send it to the fleet so that we can take it back to Halcyon 6 and actually make use of it. Let's look at the facility here. We could add an officer here. Well, if they had the right traits for it, I guess we need a science officer for a couple of upgrades. And also they have to be a certain actual rank for that, apparently. But for now, they're okay. I guess the distress signal was for nothing. Alright, let's send our fleet over here. Get them to go to Ghost Head and just pick that up for now. Alright. Cormanlaus Fleet, Fuel Refinery, great to hear from Civilization again. While this nebula likely masked our presence, we've been acutely worried that nobody would ever find us again. Now, Commander, although it's a nice view, my crew and myself would much rather prefer to be transferred to a little less precarious location, say that station of yours. Of course, we'll stay here as long as you need to produce our fuel. Alright, so they make fuel for us, transfer the fuel to the fleet because we could really use it, and then, of course, we could throw down an upgrade here. Apparently, we could upgrade the fuel capacity right away, but right now we kind of... Let's also send someone over here to Ghosthead. What is this trait? Ooh, Fluidic Cloud. Resistance to vulnerability. Interesting. But the asteroid field, our fleet's reporting the mine, has been rendered worthless. Darn it. All the miners appear to have been killed in the attack. New records show that they were due to send a large shipment of materials to New Terra. The materials could still be in storage on the mining facility. If we send a team... Yeah, let's beam to the refinery and see if we can get them. Alright, there's a fledgling churl larva here. Just one enemy. You'll see we have our 2 officers here and 1 cadet. Hopefully he'll be fine. He can acid vomit and flail at us. Alright, that's cool. Let's fight. Let's deploy our officers and knock this guy out. Ooh, a little bit of damage. That's okay. You know, we can blind him with a phaser blast. Let's do that. Nice shot, Corbane. And we have the ball lightning, but I want to electrocute him for now. There we go. Yeah, shocked him. Now lower his speed. Let's see. Our cadet can do a drone attack and a hit with the laser pistol. Excuse me. Well, let's do the drone attack because the drone attack actually makes him exposed. So he's even weaker. Do we have anyone? Can we? Yes, we can exploit exposed. Let's do it. Oh, yeah. Dang. Corbane not fooling around. Got his sniper gun out. Absolutely wrecked him. All right. Got some materials out of that. Over 100 materials, that's actually good enough for some upgrades. That's actually good enough to come back here. And we're going to do that. But before we do, I saw that we had an upgrade. Yasmin got a level up here. I goofed that up. Yasmin! Hey, I want to level you. I guess I got to go to the Starbase to do that still. That's fine. Yasmin, welcome to level 2. Upgrade your reinforced hull or your salvage harpoon. I like the idea of the salvage harpoon. It does more damage, and that's really it. That's a big thing. Broadside salvo could be good too, but I like the salvage harpoon more. It's just an ability that I like a lot. Okay, back to here. Transfer the 3 fuel that we apparently made in that time, and we'll upgrade here. Yeah, Yasmin. Go ahead and upgrade this. It'll take 4 days. We can have them sit around for 4 days while that happens, I believe. Event queue shows us when that's happening. And then that upgrade will be done. Bada bing, bada boom. Okay, we've successfully upgraded the maximum capacity of fuel at Ghosthead. You should be able to perform similar upgrades to all remaining facilities that you discover in Terran Federation space. Awesome, and it gave us some fuel, too. Alright, let's go ahead and go back here. Let's go back to the fleet. And tell them to return home for now. We got some dark matter, we got some materials. Life is good. Survivors detected on Metis. So we're going to want to send some boys there soon. And they're also requesting aid. But first, it looks like, yeah, someone's coming to our station. So what should we do in that case? We should actually send our fleet out to meet them just to be safe. It is just two ships, so it should not be terrible. But just in case. A Corzon delegate has arrived. I'll put them through now. Human friends, greetings from Onir and the Corzon Consensus. Many commiserations to you and your people, Commander. We came as soon as we sensed the tremendous outgrowth of psychic torment from New Terra. By now, I'm sure you have discovered that terrible tragedy that has befallen your race. The Federation is crippled, and you, my child, must pick up the pieces. But be heartened, human, for Onir will aid you in whichever manner you desire. Fantastic. Resources and ships would suffice. Of course, we can't offer you physical aid, per se. We were more imagining counsel, advice, an admittedly scaly shoulder to cry on. More in that vein. Uh-huh. And what kind of counsel are you offering? Well, of course, we can't offer you many visions of the future. That would be highly destabilizing. And, as you know, would run counter to our sacred task of guiding and pruning the continuum. But there is one piece of premonition we may impart on you, if you will accept it. Sure, lay it on me. Do not trust the Collective, or the Zlar, or the Yabling. They're conspiring against you to seize your station. In fact, don't trust anyone except for your friends, the Corzon. That's it. Oh dear, is that the time? I fear I must be off. The collective must be promptly warned of a terrible, terrible mistake it is about to make. I do apologize, but extrasensory knowledge is a heavy, heavy burden. Please do come by O'Near sometime. The desert air is deliciously dry this season. I assume they are some kind of reptilian or lizard-like race. Either way, interesting. They told us to literally not trust anyone else. More distress signals are coming out. Oh! Cat's Eye is actually under attack. Okay, the spike is tier 0. It's very weak. We should be able to attack that with no problem. Here's our problem, though. We need to build things, and we don't have the materials for it. So we need to get more materials, which we could do by exploring. But that comes with its own set of dangers. Let's send our crew out here. Get them moving. The fuel does deduct immediately, in case you were wondering. And, of course, as soon as we do that, pirates show up at our base. We managed to lock to a hailing frequency to the alien ship, although our language algorithms seem wholly unable to make any sense of their garbled language. If that's even what it is. Whoa! This is new. Hi, Churl. The mysterious alien race, we desire communication with your leaders, so we may know your grievance with us. On behalf of the citizens of the New Terran Federation, I demand an immediate cessation of attacks on our territory. Under NTF Charter Section 227, I hereby brand you a deviant species. Submit to our authority or face destruction. I mean, that makes sense too, but let's start assertive. Assertive but fair. This one is the kind of being too pliant, I think. So, yes, demand they stop attacking. Well said. Well said, yes. You could try words, you know. Very well, we will note your guttural sounds of aggression as the reason for our hostility. Duly noted, foul alien. You could try words, you know. Yep, well, he tried. Good luck with that. You leave us with no choice but hostile engagement. 1 second, I might have something to help with that. Open fire. Oh, you leave us no choice but hostile engagement. Not effective. Weapons disrupted. Ooh, that's bad. Alright. So, here is space battle. Let's start with what's going on here? We're not going to be able to disable their ships, but we can knock down their engines, and I think that's a good way to go. Let's take out the spike since it's weak. Engine critical. Their engines are down, which means we can exploit that with a flak barrage. Nice. Barely a scratch. Not effective. You are all terrible, you jerks. Do we have something to hit all enemies? Yes, triple shot will hit everyone. Oh, it needs a warm-up. Oh, okay. I failed to notice that before. That's not good. That's okay. Harassing him will take him out. I gotta love that slowdown before the death. Let's go with a salvage harpoon on this guy, because I believe, if I remember correctly, the young aberrants can actually... They actually have the ability to heal. Let me look here. Chaos Cannon's brood pod. Yes, they can heal enemies, or they can heal their ships. So, engines down on him. Got it. Perfect. Take advantage of that with the flak barrage immediately. Didn't do nearly as much damage as I was hoping. Good evasion there. Our ships are looking like crap. We're going to do the triple shot now. Reasonable damage, I think. Let's now go with a repair. I think we need to do that. Alright, feeling better. Yeah, the minus 100% to ship disable is kind of rough, not going to lie. So, minus 100% chance, I suppose. Their engines are still down. Flak barrage might take them out. Done it. Good stuff. Let's give them a backstab. It's not going to take them out, but it'll still hurt. Yeah, not effective. It ain't going to happen here. Alright, repair on Corbane. We need our health to be high enough so that we can fight the other enemies coming up here soon. I believe these ships are weak against something. Weak against hull breaches. Are they weak against a certain type of attack? I don't remember. Plus 15% damage versus tactical. Yeah, I don't remember, honestly, if they're weak against propulsion or anything like that. But whatever. It is what it is. We'll be fine. We seem to be doing okay, to be honest. Yeah, harass. We have nothing that can bounce off of that and exploit it, but that's okay. Still alive! Oh, we resisted it that time. Well, let's give them a few other status effects to worry about. The hull breach is good. Harass them some more. Let's get some more healing done. And then, let's see, we get one more move on Corbane. Let's go with an engines down if we can. Darn it, I was really hoping that would work, because that would give us another turn. If you see the turn order down at the bottom here, if you haven't looked at it already. And this should take him out. Maybe. Got him! Alright, successful ship combat. Got a few resources from that, which is beautiful. A great start. The place is safe once more. We're going to go ahead and grab their dark matter, leave the system, pull us home as quickly as we can. Our fleet in Federation space has encountered a distress signal from a pirate fleet. Pirate fleet, doubtlessly in this sector to raid Federation supplies, quartered by the Churro. They beg you to save them from these beasts. You know what? Let's try it. Let's try it. Yes, he said things. Say it back to him. Oh, I think we just insulted his mother. Oh, I think we just made it harder on ourselves. Yep, they're mad. They're super mad. You could tell. Their butts be hurt, yo. Why did I do the backstab? Oh, because there's a chance for it to work here. Ooh, they disrupted our weapons, which means less damage. That's not good. We do have full use again of our healing, which we're going to have to use soon. Actually, that might have made this fight... Oh, I was going to say necessary. Oh, God, repair them. That does get rid of the bleed as well. Wow, that was bad. This thing hits hard, the Clipper. So is it smart to take out the... I don't know. Is it good to take out the healer first? My brain says yes. God. Oh no, you can't heal yourself because your weapons are disrupted. Oh, this is bad. Countermeasures. Inflict vulnerability. I forgot about that. We can use that if we had something that could actually use it. We're in trouble. Oh god, critical condition. There's always a chance that the next attack will destroy the ship. It's like Darkest Dungeon. You get to 0 health, you're not gone. But there's a chance you will be soon. That said, we lucked out there. We lucked out a lot. Okay, we're alive. Backstab. Oh, we are in null space still. Okay. Okay, this ship is disabled. Yeah. Do we still have the trait, but they don't? Because we did disable them. We don't want to exploit the disable, because if we do that, it makes the disable go away. But we do want to inflict what we can. Let's try to get some vulnerability on him. Oh, that's good. Oh, that did not last long. I honestly thought that was going to last longer than that. The triple strike will do extra damage here. Countermeasures will hopefully give us long enough to survive here. Ah, not another spike. And they're bleeding. That was rough. Oh, we barely won that one. Alright, Cat's Eye Colony is safe once more. They give us a Smoke Expeller 1 equipment. And and we get morale out of that. Was that worth it? I honestly have no way of knowing. Corbin Lau did level up, though. So we're going to go ahead and give him the weapon supercharge, maybe? Yeah, because we can bounce that off of his disable. But yeah, this ship is in bad shape. Pirates are here. They're preparing to bombard us. We picked up some of their chatter. There is no comparison. Kut is definitely the strongest candidate to replace the Admirax. We get this straight. You trust that mutant's large to continue the Admirax's legacy. If he's a little unstable. You weren't at Scorpius. You didn't see the maneuver. They're just talking about who's going to take over for the Admirax. Commander, just so you're aware, the bombardment is going to cause station damage. When it's 0, the station is destroyed. We should build a repair bay to facilitate emergency repairs. That's all well and good, but we can't really do anything right now, dude. Our ship is, like, wrecked. Send a fleet. Repair. Costs 100. We can totally afford it. All right. Repairs are done. Launch the fleet. Fight back. Take these pirates out. Spray and pray. Not a very powerful move. So, this is an easy fight. It just could have been... It could have gone a lot better for us. Let me just put it that way. Anyway, let's take these suckers out. Shivs are not powerful at all, so I'm not worried about them. Flak barrage. There we go. Still alive. Barely any damage. You think I'm worried about you? You're wrong. Down he goes. Salvage harpoon. Alright, we got the bleed off. And then we're going to go with a weapon supercharge. Going to take a little bit of damage. We're going to follow that up with a repair. Just because we can. And honestly, the better health they have, the less we have to repair them in the future. And then with the supercharge, they're out of there. That was almost enough to kill them in one hit. Good stuff. Could have gone better, could have gone worse. Lots of notifications here. Fleming got a level up, and we got reputation. Reputation means that our ships have actually gotten more stars, which makes them stronger in the long run. Because they'll get important crew members. I want to go ahead and grab reinforced hull here, I think. They're going to get important crew members that can boost their stats. So let's build now that reactor. That has to get done before anything else. So, let's see. We got crewman Chekhov, who gives us 6 aim on the Knight. Crewman K. Lee gives the Knight 2 extra speed. Crewman Crichton gives 4 extra hull to the Rogue. And Crewman Hicks gives it 4% extra damage. That's all awesome. And that is going to be it for this episode here of That Plays Halcyon 6 Starbase Commander, guys. This was kind of like a stopgap between the 2 episodes of Oxygen Not Included if I continue that series. But if you did enjoy this and you want to see me play some more of it, oh my god, has it made some great changes. Let me know in the comments section below. And if you haven't already, like the video and go ahead and subscribe if you want to see more videos in the future from your host, myself, Thet. Thank you, everybody, for watching this episode again of That Plays Halcyon 6 Starbase Commander. I'll see you in the next video.